O ye spirits, I conjure ye by the power, wisdom, and virtue of the Spirit of God, by the uncreate divine knowledge, and by the vast mercy of God, by the strength of God, by the greatness of God, by the unity of God, and by the holy name of God, Ehyeh, which is the root, trunk, source, and origin of all other divine names, whence they all drew their life and their virtue, which Adam having invoked, he acquired the knowledge of all created things. I conjure ye by the indivisible name Yod, which marketh and expresseth the simplicity and unity of the divine nature, which Abel having invoked, he deserved to be escaped from the hands of his brother Cain. I conjure ye by the name Yehovah Elohim, which expresseth and signifieth the grandeur of so lofty a majesty that Noah, having pronounced it, saved himself and protected himself with his whole household from the waters of the deluge. I conjure thee by the name of God El, strong and wonderful, which denoteth the mercy and goodness of his majesty divine, which Abraham having invoked, he was found worthy to come forth from Ur of the Chaldeans. I conjure ye by the most powerful name of Elohim Gibor, which showeth the strength of a God all-powerful, who punisheth the crimes of the wicked, who seeketh out and chastiseth the iniquities of our fathers upon the children, unto the third and fourth generation, which Isaac having invoked, he was found worthy to escape from the sword of Abraham his father. I conjure ye and I exercise ye by the most holy name of Eloah Vadaat, which Jacob having invoked, when in great trouble, and was found worthy to bear the name of Israel, which signifieth the vanquisher of God. And he was delivered from the fury of Esau his brother. I conjure ye by the most potent name of El, Adonai Zavoth, which is God of armies, ruling in the heavens, which Joseph invoked and was found worthy to escape from the hands of his brethren. I conjure ye by the most potent name of Elohim Zavoth, which expresseth piety, mercy, splendor, and knowledge of God, which Moses invoked, and he was found worthy to deliver the people of Israel from Egypt, and from the servitude of Pharaoh. I conjure ye by the most potent name of Shaddai, which signifieth doing good unto all, which Moses invoked, and having struck the sea, it divided into two parts in the midst, on the right hand and on the left. I conjure ye by the most holy name of El Kai, which is that of the living God, through the virtue of which alliance with us and redemption for us hath been made, which Moses invoked, and all the waters returned to the prior state and enveloped the Egyptians, so that not one of them escaped to carry the news to the land of Mizraim. Lastly, I conjure ye, O Tzafkiel, by the most holy name of Adonai Melech, which Joseph invoked and stayed the course of the sun in his presence, through the virtue of Metatron, in his principal image, and by the troops of the angels, who cease not to cry day and night, Kadosh, 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 Adonai Elohim Zavot. And by the 10 angels who provide over the 10 Sephiroth, by whom God communicateth and extendeth his influence over the lower things, which are Keter, Chokmah, Binah, Gedulah, Gevorah, Tiferet, Netzach, Chod, Yesod, and Malchuth. I conjure ye anew, O Tzafkiel, by all the names of God, and by all his marvelous work, by the heavens and by the earth, by the sea and by the depth of the abyss, and by that firmament which every spirit of God hath moved, by the sun and by the stars, by the waters, by the seas, and by all which they contain, by the winds, the whirlwinds, the tempests, by the virtue of all herbs, plants, and stones, and by all which is in the heavens, upon the earth, and in all abysses of the shades. I conjure ye anew, Tzafkiel, and I powerfully urge ye, in whatsoever part of the world ye may be, so that ye shall be unable to remain in air, fire, water, earth, or in any part of the universe, or in any pleasant place which may attract ye, but that ye may come promptly to accomplish our desires, and all things that we demand from your obedience. I conjure ye anew by the 2 tables of the law, by the 5 books of Moses, by the 7 burning lamps, and by the Holy of Holies, wherein the Kohen Hagadol was alone permitted to enter. I conjure ye by him who hath made the heavens and the earth, and who hath measured those heavens in the hollow of his hand, and enclosed the earth with his 3 fingers, who is seated upon the cherubim and upon the seraphim, and by the cherubim which is called the cherub which God constituted in place to guard the tree of life, armed with a flaming sword, after that man had been driven out of the garden of paradise. I conjure ye anew, Tzafkiel, by him who alone hath performed the great wonders, by the heavenly Jerusalem, and by the most holy name of God in 4 letters, and by him who enlighteneth all things, and shineth upon all things, by his venerable and ineffable name, Ehyeh, Asher Ehyeh, that ye come immediately to execute our desires, whatever they may be. I conjure ye and command ye absolutely, Tzafkiel, in whatsoever part of the universe ye may be, that by the virtue of all these holy names, Adonai, Yah, Hoa, El, Eloah, Elohinu, Elohim, Ehyeh, Maran, Kafu, Esh, Enon, Avan, Agla, Hazor, Emeth, Yah, Aritha, Yovah, Hakibar, Meshiach, Yonah, Malkah, Erel, Kutsu, Matzpat, El Shaddai, and by all the holy names of God which have been written with blood in the sign of eternal alliance. I conjure ye anew by these other names of God, most holy and unknown, by the virtue of which names ye tremble every day. Baruch, Baruch Rabban, Patashel, Al-Shigel, Akochai, Homorion, Ehyeh, Arbaton, Shebon, Kebon, Oizroimas, Kai, Ehyeh, Albumakai, Ortago, Nale, Ebelek, Yetzeh, that ye may come quickly and without delay into our presence from every quarter and every climate of the world, wherein ye may be, to execute all that we shall command of ye, in the great name of God, El,